Oh my god! Yo! Yo! Hey everybody, welcome back to Delish. It's Jackie. I'm very excited for today because we are going to be trying celebrity chefs' foods and see if they actually live up to the hype. So I ordered some of their most iconic meals and had them delivered to my apartment, and now I'm going to rate them based on how easy they are to make, how easy they are to put together, and of course, how good they taste. I think it's really cool that you could jump on this website and order some of your chef's favorite and most iconic meals, especially right now during a pandemic where a lot of restaurants aren't open, but you still want that experience. But now you could do it in the comfort of your own home, and it's safe. The first iconic meal that we're going to be trying today is from the one and only Mayor of Flavortown, Guy Fieri's trash can nachos. If you need a crash course on who Guy Fieri is, he basically is the face of the Food Network. He also has 8 Emmy nominations, and he just recently raised over $21 million for restaurant workers relief, so he could do no wrong in my book. Now, these trash can nachos went viral a couple of years ago on Instagram. I mean, they are bomb. Here at Delish, we actually did our own recipe. You could click the link somewhere up here to check it out, but we have yet to try the real deal, so I'm very excited to see, 1, if I can make it into a tower, and 2, how they taste. Let's dive in and see what is in the box. They all come in these bags with dried ice to keep it nice and cool. They actually give you these little cards with a breakdown, which I think is really nice. It basically lets you know step by step what you need to do, which I think will definitely come in handy. So many things, it's like it's Christmas morning. Some cheese and beans, sour cream, pulled pork, cilantro and jalapenos, pickled red onions. Also, can we talk about this for a second? Look how beautiful that is. Brown sugar, sweet and sticky, award winning. Of course it is. Barbecue sauce! Also, I will say that the chips did get a little crushed up. They are placed in this trash can. Mine got a little dented from the travel, but I'm just gonna, stretch it out a little bit. Maybe roll it to make it a little bit more circular. This serves up to 4 to 6 people, and this whole thing is $69, so about $11.50 per person. I think $11.50 for nachos is a decent price. Let's go ahead and make these and see how it goes. It should be easy. I feel like out of all of the meals that we are eating today, you can't go wrong with nachos. Definitely don't see this feeding a lot of people. It's a good chip, nice and thick. Microwave the container of cheesy sauce for 20%. And they told you to leave some cheese for later. So it also tells you to put your desired amount of barbecue sauce. I think I'm gonna be a little heavy-handed with this because barbecue sauce makes everything taste better, okay? Time to put these in. There they go. Ooh. It says, add a small amount of cheese to the plate to keep the nachos from sliding. Place the included trash can in the center of your plate. Oh. These look and smell incredible. The barbecue, I can smell it. It says to use a spatula or tong and layer them in here 3 layers. Ah! You gotta kind of push it down too, but also try not to break the nachos while you're doing that. Just top this off. A little bit more cheese. Yeah. And then topping it off with a little cilantro. All right, you guys, the trash can nachos are complete. They look beautiful, but the moment of truth is when I lift the trash can and see if there's an actual like pile or tower of the nachos. I'm really nervous. Fingers crossed. Here goes nothing. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go, you guys. Slowly. Ah! Are you kidding me? Ah! taking and I put it on the tray, I didn't really see that it would feed 4 to 6 people. But now that I'm looking at it, it is legit a pile of nachos with cheese and meats, and all of the ingredients are evenly dispersed. Presentation alone, off of shock factor, I want to say these are worth it, but let's go ahead and try them first. I could not be more happy. Honestly, I feel like when you go to restaurants, this is the experience that you want, and the fact that I created this in my home, I feel like it's next level. So let's go ahead and try it now. Oh yeah, I love that the chip is so thick and so chewy. Right off the bat, I taste the barbecue sauce. It's sweet, it has a sweet taste to it. Pulled pork is really good, nice and tender, but it still has a bit of a chew to it. These chips are phenomenal. I love it. The other thing that I think is really shocking is since this is all being shipped to you, and it's a lot of produce, right? Like the jalapenos, the pico de gallo. Depending on when you're actually gonna prepare the food, this has been in my fridge for 2 days now. And all of the produce actually tastes nice and fresh. It doesn't feel like it's old by any means. So I think that's also really good that the produce is nice and fresh. I have to say that it's totally worth the price. I know $69 seems really steep, but you guys, the fact that it's this cool presentation that will, if you're with your family, right now it's like boring, you're staying at your house, there's not a whole lot to do, so you have to find ways to entertain yourself. And you guys just saw my reaction. I was thoroughly entertained. I would just like to go on the record and say that Nick said that these are some of the best nachos he's ever had.
I gotta be honest with you.
They're so good. It's the barbecue sauce. That brown sugar is so good.
They're darn good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I couldn't believe when you lifted it.
He was behind the scenes. He was helping me film when I lift up the nachos, and his face, he was like, because he had no idea what I've been doing in the kitchen. He was taking a nap, and he walked out, and when I lifted it up, he was like,
I woke up to this. I mean, there are worse things in life to wake up to than this.
Yeah, so good, right?
Oh my God.
Guy Fieri, you did that. These nachos are bomb. Bomb.com. All right, you guys, we have a nacho avalanche happening right now, so I'm just going to give it its rating. So how easy was it to make? This was super easy to make. It only took me 10 minutes for the whole entire thing. I think the hardest part about this process was putting it in the actual trash can, making sure that it's layered correctly in order to get that nice tower. The only thing I was disappointed in was the chips and the amount of chips that were broken up. I think the price point, yes, it's expensive, but like, listen, you're getting entertainment, delicious nachos. I mean, I think it's worth it. I definitely think it's worth it. I'm gonna have to give these nachos a 9 out of 10. I docked a point because if you don't layer these nachos correctly, you could end up like having a mess like this. So we're off to a great start. On to the next, now that I gotta clean all this up first. All right, you guys, so I cleaned up my kitchen and now we are on to the next meal. Next up is Questlove's Philly cheesesteak. Where to even begin with Questlove? Okay, he is a Grammy-winning drummer. He is the co-founder of The Roots. He is also the musical director on Jimmy Fallon's Late Night Talk Show. And that doesn't even begin to talk about his food background, which is insane. He's also been nominated for a James Beard Award. And he also is the creator of the Impossible Cheesesteak, which has been sold everywhere. Baseball stadiums, arenas, musical festivals, you name it, he has sold it there. And yeah, he is from Philly, so we're hoping that he got this one right. All right, so let's unbox it again. Pickle and banana pepper relish. Very glad that they double sealed that, because as you can see, juice is coming out. Cheese sauce, oh yeah. And then, oh, so are these just the bread? Oh, is it already all in there? No way. That's interesting. Is the meat inside?
We traced the call. It's coming from inside the house. Do you hear me? It's coming from inside the house.
Weird. Do I just have to heat this up and put the stuff on top? I don't have to cook the meat? I don't have to cook the meat? I'm loving this. This is all it is. It's just the 4 Philly cheesesteaks and then the 2 sides right there. So the price on these are pretty steep. It's $89 and it serves 4 people, so that is $22.25 per person. Normally with Impossible meat or any type of vegan options, you're always going to be paying a little bit more for that price. I think $22 for a Philly cheesesteak is a really expensive, but we'll see how it tastes. There's something about before you eat a Philly cheesesteak of unwrapping the paper, you know? So we're actually unwrapping the paper before we eat the Philly cheesesteak. I wish they give you extra so you could undo the paper and then eat it. Anybody else? They've already put it in foil for you, and you just put this in the oven. Preheat it at 350. Ta-da! That's it. It takes 20 to 25 minutes to cook. And then put it on the cheesecake. Put it on the cheesecake. The cheesecake. The cheesecake. Cheesecake. Ooh, it's popping. So let's go ahead and take this out. Let's check on it. Ooh, it's hot, hot, hot. Okay, it's ready. The meat, I don't know what I was expecting, but it is a little flat. It's not a huge portion of meat. I would also like to mention that these are not vegan, they're vegetarian, so you have the Impossible meat, but the cheese is actual dairy. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put some more cheese on top. The more cheese, the better. That looks good. Now that the cheese is on there, it looks good. Sticky. Top it off with the pickle and banana pepper relish. Y'all don't hate me now, but at first glance, it looks kind of sad. There's not a whole lot of meat in there. When I get a Philly, I want it to be big and fluffy, like more of like a circular circumference. It's a flat. Let's take a good bite. The roll is really nice. It has a nice crunch on the outside, but the bread is so fluffy on the inside, which again is really hard to do if you're freezing bread and you're shipping it. This tastes like fresh bread that literally just came out of the oven. Crispy on the outside and nice and pillowy on the inside. The Impossible meat is definitely giving me the Philly steak flavor. The texture is not necessarily there, but again, it's Impossible meat. It's as close as can be, I guess you could say. But it doesn't like punch you with those like flavors of the meat of the Philly cheesesteak when you normally eat it. And there's also not like that chew there when you're eating a normal Philly cheesesteak. But again, it's Impossible meat, so I don't know what I was expecting. As far as prep goes, this was super easy to make. You pop it in the oven. It only takes 25 minutes to cook, and then you just melt the cheese in the microwave, or heat up the cheese in the microwave. Can y'all see her? Excuse me. You have to say hi to everybody now. Layla, come here. Thank you. Your drinking interrupted my shoot, so now you have to say hello to everybody. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry. Bye-bye. All right, so I dragged my husband out of his slumber to get a second opinion on this Philly cheesesteak. It looks sad, huh?
No, I like one that's kind of kept together.
Less mess. That's a good point.
Less mess.
Clearly you like it.
Benefits of having a foodie as a wife.
$89 for 4. That's crazy. Like,
Beef it up a little bit.
beef it up a little bit. It was like a thin slab of meat.
Not bad. It was just solid 6.5.
I'm going to have to rate this with all that considered. I'm gonna have to give this 6 out of 10. I don't foresee me ordering it again.
This will not be wasted.
Let Nick finish that. And now, chicken pot pie. Chicken pot pie. All right, you guys, moving right along. Next up on our menu is Wolfgang Puck's chicken pot pie. So Wolfgang Puck is the OG celebrity chef. He is pretty much a household name at this point, and his most legendary recipe to date has to be his chicken pot pie. This bad boy has landed on the Oscars menu. At the Oscars. So if it's good enough for Brad Pitt, it's good enough for me, you know what I'm saying? Fun fact, he is actually the official caterer for the Oscars. He has written 6 cookbooks, and he has over 50 restaurants around the world that he runs. So it's no surprise that these chicken pot pies are going to cost you a pretty penny, coming in at a hot $139 for the pot pies. I couldn't even get that out because it's so expensive. $139, it serves 4 people, but I mean, with a resume like that, with credentials like that, you could charge $139 for pot pies and someone's gonna buy it. Celebrities have eaten this chicken pot pie. Like I said, Brad Pitt has probably tasted this chicken pot pie. And you know who else is gonna be on that list today? Me. Very excited about it. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. There's gonna be some preparation with this because the crust that goes on top is in a separate bag. This is going to be interesting. Not included, 1 beaten egg. I have to drizzle some egg on top of the crust. I did not know there was gonna be this much prep. It's still very easy to prep, but I didn't realize that there was all these steps as far as putting the actual pastry on top of the chicken pot pie and then having to, you know, brush egg yolk on it. But it makes sense now knowing that it's Wolfgang puck. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start making this. Wish me luck. And then it says to put this egg white 1 inch on the outer bit of the puff pastry. This side is gonna go down, and then you're gonna put it all on the top as well. So this goes down this way. Now you crimp. Oh, that's fun. Actually feels like you're doing some type of baking, even though you're really not, you're just crimping it. But it's nice that you have some part of the making of the chicken pot pie. We're just gonna butter the top. I don't have a brush, so it's as good as it's gonna get. I don't bake, so there's that. That's it, that's all. Now we just gotta wait. Oh my goodness, you guys, these look insane. Look at that pastry puff. Wow. That is golden brown, puffy. Ooh, 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 that looks so good. Oh my gosh. From all of the things that we've tried today, this looks most like the original. This looks just like the promo pictures. I can't wait to break this open and try it because, do you guys see this? Can you smell this all the way from home? Look at that. Ooh, that's flaky, y'all. I can't wait to try this. I can't get over how perfect the texture is on this pastry puff. I'm gonna just try a flake of the pastry puff just because I'm obsessed with croissants and it's reminding me of the texture of croissants. I haven't even dived into the actual chicken pot pie yet, but the smell of the truffle is definitely coming through and it's really, really nice. There's big, huge chunks of chicken and you can see that it's seasoned well. You see like little bits of pepper everywhere. And then you got, of course, the peas, the carrots. Let's take a bite. This is a sophisticated AF pot pie. Never had a pot pie like this before. With truffle oil, the chicken is juicy and tender, and all I'm really tasting is that truffle oil. The real winner on top of the truffle oil is this pastry puff. It is flaky, it's not too thick. This is like a really nice croissant with your favorite chicken pot pie ingredients. I love this. $139, you get 4 pot pies, and I think this is definitely worth the price. You're getting a huge celebrity chef's dish at home. This was on the Oscars menu. A-listers are eating this, and you get it for a decent price. It's gonna fill you up, and it's gonna be, it's not gonna be like anything you've ever tasted before. You're getting good quality food, good quality meat, and at your house. I mean, what more do you want in life? This gets 10 stars. 10 out of 10. Was it easy to make? Yes, it was easy to make. You do need to have your own egg, and there's a little bit of preparation as far as, you know, putting the pastry puff on top of the actual chicken pot pie. It did take a very long time to cook, but that is, you know, a given with chicken pot pies. All right, you guys, last but not least, our last item that we are going to be trying today is from MOMOFUKU. It is their pork belly buns. Now, MOMOFUKU is one of the steamiest, edgiest restaurants out there. It's created by David Chang, and anytime that you go to this restaurant, there is going to be a line out the door. I don't like waiting in line, so I'm very excited that I get to try this at home today. But very excited to try their pork belly buns. Heard nothing but fantastic things about them. So this feeds 4 to 6 people. It is $119, so it is $19.83 per person. Right off the bat, I love how this is packaged. You could reuse it and everything if you wanted to, and everything is neat in here and compiled and compact. We have the pork belly, the cucumber pickles, the buns. I like big butt. Okay, listen, you guys know I'm delirious when I start singing big butts, and I don't even know the, okay. Bring it in, Jackie, bring it in. And last but not least, the hoisin sauce. 3 ingredients that they give you, very simple and straight to the point. And again, I really appreciate their packaging. It's so nice, compact, and everything was just neatly put in there, which is great. This one out of all of them is probably going to take the most prep because we have to cook the meat, but that's not even gonna take that much time. And then you have to steam the buns. You could either steam them on top of your stove, or you could do it in the microwave. Let's get to it. It says spray some water into the buns. I'm gonna use my little plant, my water thing for my plants. They're so pillowy. I just wanna lay my head on them. You smell so good. Ooh, that smells good. That smells good. It smells like heaven in here, and I just want to say these are the softest things I ever touched. Smoother than a baby's bottom, and it smells better too. What movie? What movie? If you said Little Rascals, you're right. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this hoisin sauce on both sides. There you go. Pork belly. Alrighty. Juicy, fresh, great meat. This is quality meal. This one gives you the most food for your dollar, which is insane. So I have to say, everything does line up as far as photos go. It looks the exact same. You're getting so much food for your $119, and look at the slab of pork belly that they give you. It is so big that it doesn't fit on the little buns. This one is falling out, and they're so generous. You can have, I have 4 sandwiches here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You could have 12 sandwiches. All right, let's give it a go. First of all, this bun is so fluffy and doughy. This pork belly is full of flavor, and it is moist and chewy. The hoisin sauce is really nice, and then you get that fresh cucumber pickle. And not only can you make them at your house, but the quality is just as good. I feel like I'm sitting in his restaurant eating this. I could easily eat 4 of these back to back if I didn't have 3 other meals before this. This is damn good. My mind is blown. This is such an incredible dish. It's so delicious. What I would do is not tell my guest that I have over that I ordered any takeout, and I would tell them that I made this on my own. No, I wouldn't do that because I'm not a liar. But if I did do that, they'd be so impressed with my cooking skills. Holy moly. Okay, let's rate this. These pork belly buns, as far as how easy it was to make them, it was super easy. I just put these in the microwave and I did 4 15-minute intervals until they were nice and fluffy. Took a minute to make them, and then to sear the pork belly, you do a minute to a minute and 30 seconds on each side, and then they're done. 5 minutes to make. 5 minutes. Super delicious. This gets 10 stars out of 10. Honestly, I think even with the price point, $119, serves 4 to 6 people, $19 per person, totally worth it. You're eating top-notch food. It is delicious. It is, hands down, will order this again. Super worth it. This has to be my favorite of the day. All right, you guys, we have come to the end of our journey with Goldbelly, and I have to say I've enjoyed every moment of this. The fact that you could get some of the most iconic dishes out there by celebrity chefs right to your front door, and all of them take little to no work to prep is just so perfect. I'm thinking about moms out there, people with busy schedules. You want really great quality food that doesn't take a lot of work to prep sometimes, and these are the dishes. These are your go-to. I enjoyed every moment of it, especially for someone that does not know their way around the kitchen. These were all super easy to make. So my type of cooking. If I had to choose which one I would order first, I think it would be in between the nachos and the pork belly. The nachos is that barbecue sauce, and I could eat nachos every single day of my life. But these, man, they blew me away. Like, Delish is turning me into someone that's slowly dipping their toe into the kitchen. I cooked pasta, and now I heated up some chicken pot pie. Who knows what else is in the cards for me. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we're out. Goodbye. See you later. Adios.